The authorities in Saudi Arabia have been demolishing entire neighborhoods in the port city of Jeddah this spring.
Cats. We all love and adore them. Or, quite frankly, some might consider them like some of the worst creatures on the planet Earth. That was a joke, by the way. They're in movies, TV shows, musicals, Twitter accounts, ads, YouTube, etc., etc.
But, in the beautiful heart of Jeddah, they're everywhere and in copious amounts. Why is that? Where do they come from? Let's find out more. Now, here we are in Prince Majid Road, where dozens of stray cats hang out waiting for food at night. If anything, actually, seeing a cat or two in a group along the street of Jeddah is fairly common. However, seeing something akin to a Walking Dead zombie horde worth of them is not. Actually, the stray cat problem here in Jeddah is fairly bad because it is pretty much everywhere, and there's no animal shelters or an equivalent to it, and they just wander for food, and the government doesn't do anything about it. After this, I had a very personal encounter with a concerned citizen. What do you think about the cats that were affected by the demolition?
I find it kind of sad. They lost their homes, and I feel really bad for the owners because the cats here, the owners usually let them get out, and usually the owners let them get out, right? So the cats, they get displaced, but during the demolition they probably wondered where the owners went, where the house went. And if you look like at the early demolition sites, you're just gonna see 10 to 20 cats all in one area under the rubble, and you're gonna realize, damn, that's kind of sad.
Now, you may be wondering, what caused all of these cats? Well, a series of demolitions that are still sort of ongoing that started from October 2021 to now, and basically they set out to kind of renovate and beautify Jeddah, where they were gonna get rid of some old buildings, old neighborhoods, illegally built buildings, and they were gonna preserve and restore buildings of historical significance. Now, that's not necessarily what caused the stray cat problem. The stray cat problem has been around for a while, but it kind of gave this effect where the cats kind of spread out and stuff. And since the cats kind of depended on the humans in one way or another, and then since all of the buildings got wiped out, they kind of just like, whoa, where did our food suppliers go? One more thing, although fairly uncommon, cats could have or develop a respiratory disease called silicosis, which is acted via breathing in dust containing silica dioxide. Cats are less likely to contract this in comparison to humans, but if they had a pre-existing medical condition like, let's say, asthma or pneumonia or bronchitis, this constant inhalation of silica dioxide dust could lead to pulmonary fibrosis, which in baby terms is scarring. This wouldn't be a problem unless we were somewhere like sandy or dusty. So thankfully, we are not. Also, heat stroke could occur. Human bodies are able to like regulate their temperatures better in comparison to cats or dogs. And as of September 2023, it's been really hot. It's on average, it can reach up to 35 to 40 degrees Celsius as of September 2023. Or 95 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit for all of you weird Americans. Well, due to the demolitions, it sort of displaced a lot of not just cats, but also people. Sorry to interrupt this. Sorry, handsome. But modernizing Jeddah genuinely has hurt a lot of Arab people, but not just Arab people, also immigrants of Jeddah. And yes, most of them have received compensation, but it also left some homeless and the loss of their livelihoods. I believe it's okay to modernize Jeddah, but it shouldn't be at the expense of residents. And I truly do appreciate what the government is doing with this revitalization of Jeddah, but I do pity the cats that are affected by this situation. And they also sort of played a role, since the cats could depend on said people indirectly or directly. And by taking said area and people out of the equation, cats basically lost one of their dependencies to surviving. Although cats themselves are pretty good at surviving, as we've seen. But these communities kind of served as like a mini barrier and protection, and these communities help protect and feed these creatures. But after these demolitions, the cats are sadly mistreated, although cats are always mistreated sometimes when they're just strays. But I've realized it's gotten like a lot worse, and sometimes they meet some pretty bad fates. Like I don't think I could say this on YouTube, but they meet some pretty bad fates accidentally or by evil people. And especially since the displaced cats end up near really busy highways, and teens or some random people just decide, you know what if I decided to hurt a cat one day? And then, to be honest, it's really sickening, and the amount of like bruised cats is really saddening. Yeah.
Pretty much all I could say is be kind to animals, give them common decency as you would a person, and if you do that, the whole world would be a whole lot better. And also potentially consider donating to charities or doing vet work. And if you enjoyed this, consider subscribing to my channel, because why not? And if you do, I'd really appreciate it. How about you? What do you think about the affected cats of the demolition? Whoa, you can't say that!